What is good, YouTube, man? So we gonna get straight into it today. Um, Basically, mind you, I have an Alpha Features accounts and that Top Step account, but I'm gonna show you what I'm doing today, basically, and I'm gonna explain this to you in a second. But other than that, man, it's just frustrating. Un poquito. This is frustrating, and I'm gonna explain why. So we're gonna go to 8:30. This is what I was looking at. 8:30 hits, and we get nice candle closure. So I'm just gonna say we took my entry around here, and we got stopped out. Cool. 250. All right. Um, you know, I took 4 trades today, because I really thought this market was gonna go up, and I don't guess you can call it over trading or whatever, but I had a really high conviction, and look what it ended up doing. Freaking Nasdaq. But where's all-time highs at actually? Dang. All right. But besides the point, golly, bro. All right. Got stopped out on that first one. Cool. Second one came. Mind you, we have 25-point stops. Look what it did. Boom. I said, all right. Thought this was gonna be my last one. It had closed after the drop. It spiked up and then, came back, retested. Like, all right, last one. Got instantly stopped out. So like, okay, cool. So what did it do? Ended up coming all the way up to my TP. And here's the thing. I know I would probably have a much higher win rate if I was to go from, like, let's say, boom, to the bottom of every range and just target, like, say that's 50, 100, wada bing, wada boom, wada bop, which would have been almost, this is a 1 to 3. But the problem with that is, mind you, we're trying to rinse these markets. And when we have days like we didn't trade yesterday, but look, if I was to say, okay, 8:30 opened, boom. So we were looking at here, here. Cool, right? If I was to go to the bottom and the top of every range and just target a 1-to-1, which honestly, I'm not going to say I'm going to do, but I might try it. If we was to do that, right, on breakouts, let's say I seen this one and I answered off of here and went to the top. Well, let's say, because I entered a position and got stopped out all 3 of my positions yesterday. So let's say I was to go to the top of this range. Yeah, we would have got stopped out. So that would have been 2, and then if I would have did it again, boom, we wouldn't have got stopped out, and I would have had to target 160, which ultimately got hit. The only problem is, like, if I'm risking 200 this is a $400 move, which is why we keep our stop loss so tight. That way we don't have to, make as much. So the upside to a tighter stop loss is when you're precise with your entries, you make more. The thing is, you're probably going to need to take more positions because you might get stopped out a little bit. But the thing is, another thing I like about keeping a tight stop loss is when you do keep a tight stop loss, right? Then, whereas if I was to do this whole range and off of a 160 point move, this is $400. If I hold, which yesterday I got stopped out and didn't catch this, but you hold 160, let me see, that's a one, let me see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 to 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 to 8. And then if I was to hold, we would have got stopped out. All right, but yeah, we would have hit a 1 to 8, which would have been $1,600. So, I think my biggest issue right now is what I've done the past 2 days is not take the same trades that my Discord takes. And because I'm in a live trading room with Mamba FX, and a lot of the times, like I'm gonna tell you today, I went to NASDAQ because US 30, he caught this whole leg. Let me see. I'm not going to put a position, but he caught 825, got in around right here and hit a 1 to 2 and caught that whole position. So, yeah, man, it's really about being consistent. And I'm going to start taking just his trades because I'm in that Discord for a reason. Because, I struggle with trading, as you can tell. And I'm, in the past year down 10K because I wanted to what's it called. But the cool thing about it is, I have this thingamajigger, right? And I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one's ineligible, 4 accounts, right? So the cool thing about it is, if I can pass these combines, this is what I'm gonna do. I not even relearn. I just redo my things every day. I'm going to, what's the word for it? I am from now on going to take every trade Mamba takes. I'm going to take every single entry because he's profitable. And he's done this for probably close to a decade, 5, 6 years. So we're going to do that. And I mean, I got in that Discord for that reason. But then when he started getting faked out a lot in the beginning, I didn't want to. So I think I just got to risk the fake outs and just be okay with it. Because I'm okay with losing. That's not my problem. I just lose too much. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit. And all my entries are going to be with him. And y'all are going to see. So I'm going to let this trade go. If we get stopped out, break even, this covers the losses for today because I took 1 L. Um, so I'm gonna let this run, and by the time I come back today, after everything's said and done, I really do think we're gonna push higher just because when I look at the 1 hour, this what you so want to call like order block or something, or not order block, rejection is so big. So I just think price is gonna want to come and touch, at least this resistance zone. If not that resistance zone, I would like it to come all the way up here. On the hourly, yeah, that's where I'm targeting. So you see, we had a bull run, and it just kept going. So we had a big thingamajig, and it kind of filled it. Now it's retracing, and I think we're gonna push higher. Where do I think we're gonna push higher from? I think somewhere around this level. Because that's where resistance is. So, I could take this $800 and be okay with it. But I'm gonna start taking entries with Mamba tomorrow. So, either way, I'm gonna be break even on all my accounts, or up 200, right? So I know, like on one account, let me find out. Yeah, I'm up one on here, right? So worst comes to worst, come back even on all the accounts. And I'm cool with it. So I'll see y'all tomorrow for, like, I think this is day, honestly, I think this is like day 6. No, this is day 2 of the rebirth. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get this 10K payout after I pass these accounts, and life is gonna be good. Life is gonna be great. And by mark my words, and if I don't do this, then at least I need to see some improvement. By January 2026, I'm at least gonna have 20K from trading. Why do I believe that? Because I've spent $10,000, and it's probably close to like 13 now. But I'm so in at a point, I think to myself, like, I've done the same mistake over and over and over, and I'm not changing. But I'm so fed up with the BS, I have no choice. And I told y'all yesterday that I was gonna change, and that's what we're doing. So, my Alpha Futures account, yeah, I took a bigger loss today, but I could have just said F it and tried to, wait till 5 o'clock until it hits and full port this account. No, we're still risking $200. And now on that account, I'm only going to take 2 trades a day, just because I can't be willing to lose more than, I have $800 worth of drawdown. So I can't be willing to lose more than $400 a day. So that's 2 days in a row. So we're going to really work that account back up. I think I might risk 100 and focus on Top Step until, I build that account back up, just because I don't want to blow that account. That's money on the table that's waiting to be made. So this past week, not really good trading wise. Mamba has only lost 1 day this whole month. So from now on, I'm going to be taking his entries, and I will see y'all tomorrow for Thursday, and we're going to get another dub. Or we're going to get our first dub of the week, because it's been looking like, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, life's good, life's great. I'll see y'all tomorrow.